Are you tired of listening to boring lectures? Imagining things to make it understand. Here in Group 2 will make things more understandable. In today's lesson, we will talk about utilitarianism, Jeremy Bentham, origins and nature of theory, business fascination with utilitarianism.
Philosophy. There are many types of philosophy, just as there are many types of games, physics, mathematics, and psychology. Some of these branches are analytical philosophy, continental philosophy, political philosophy, and ethical philosophy. Now, we're going deep inside ethical philosophy, the core concept in philosophy, Jeremy Bentham's utilitarianism as moral theory. But first, before that, let us know the history of Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham was born on 1748 in London. At the age of 7, he was sent to Westminster School, then graduated from Queen's College, Oxford University at 15. Jeremy Bentham did not follow the footsteps of his father as a lawyer and pursue philosophy. His famous works are related to moral philosophy. These are Introduction to the Principles of Moral and Legislation and a Fragment of Government, and led to him to believe in the theory of utility, is after he read the book of David Hume on the treatise of human nature. So what is utilitarianism by Jeremy? Utilitarianism is a moral theory that advocates action that promotes overall happiness or pleasure and rejects action that cause unhappiness or pain. Means pleasure is good and pain is bad. This is a form of consequence that are produced, for example. This is a form of consequence that are produced, for example, if it's more pleasure than pain, overall means good. But if more pain than pleasure, overall means bad. But how can we determine if we do bad things? Well, it produces a lot of pain, meaning it's bad. Some people like to do this to get sympathy, but for most people, that is not a good procedure because sympathy is not gonna be so pleasurable. Because it is not all about yourself, it focuses on the entire community of people affected. What Jeremy Bentham say about moral theory is that maximize pleasure and minimize pain as much as possible for all people affected. Bentham called this idea or principle is the principle of utility.
Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that determines right from wrong by focusing on outcomes. It is a form of consequentialism. Utilitarianism holds that the most ethical choice is the one that will produce the greatest good for the greatest number. It is the only moral framework that can be used to justify military force or war. It is also the most common approach to moral reasoning used in business because of the way in which it accounts for costs and benefits. However, because we cannot predict the future, it's difficult to know with certainty whether the consequences of our actions will be good or bad. This is one of the limitations of utilitarianism. Utilitarianism also has trouble accounting for values such as justice and individual rights. For example, assume a hospital has 4 people whose lives depend upon receiving organ transplants: a heart, lungs, a kidney, and a liver. If a healthy person wanders into the hospital, his organs could be harvested to save 4 lives at the expense of 1 life. This would arguably produce the greatest good for the greatest number, but few would consider it an acceptable course of action, let alone the most ethical one. So, although utilitarianism is arguably the most reason-based approach to determining right and wrong, it has obvious limitations.
everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.